welcome to 24 Astro. In this video I will talk about Chiron and how my understanding of Chiron has developed for the past year or so. I've developed my understanding of Chiron from just seeing it as the inner child and where we are very sensitive, as to see it as this is our existential wound. We go into this world with experiencing existential wounding around this area. In this zodiac chart it shows us which theme it has, which flavor, but it doesn't have to be something that happened to you. It can be that you manifest this out of having a soul that shows this theme, but it can also be that it happened something very deeply in another lifetime. Just having the thought that it's an existential wound gives us a lot of information. It's where we expect rejection. It's where we feel very unworthy. It's where the ego is at its most sensitive. Having this understanding, we can think about the root chakra. I love to include the chakra system into astrology and combining all of the esoteric knowledge. And our root chakra is our sense of belonging into the world. It's the knowing that we are all one. It's the feeling of groundedness, of safety, of being a part of this human species on this earth and feeling the sense of calmness. It's the first chakra, and we do need this chakra to be stable and balanced in order to grow spiritually. If we don't feel grounded and if we don't feel safe, the body will not cooperate and try to expand, because we are in the survival mechanism of trying to protect our being. And I am starting to realize that Chiron is very much intertwined with this. It's not all Chiron. There's other aspects, of course, as to this as well. But if you think about the existential wound, if you expect rejection here, and if you feel like the world is against me, and you take everything personal, and you're this victim archetype, you're not in contact with this sense of all is one. If you try to explore your Chiron placement from this lens, from this perspective of where do I have separation from the wholeness, and what is my existential wound, where do I feel unworthy? How to explore your Chiron is to get awareness. If things are just happening on autopilot, unconsciously, and you're just projecting out your wounding, then you will continue in this loop. It will just carry out automatically without you even realizing what is happening. Astrology then is a perfect way to get awareness. If you start to explore your placement and start to do shadow work around it, ask and question it, and go deeper into it, try to get more vocabulary to understand your reality. So when it comes up to the surface, you can realize that, okay, it's my Chiron wounding, what can I do? And there are so many wisdom bits inside the zodiac sign. Depending on which zodiac sign you have, you can see the shadow aspect and then the gift that comes out of it. And when you get familiar with the zodiac sign, you can help yourself, remind yourself when you are triggered that this is the topic that I'm experiencing, that I am very sensitive in, and then reminding yourself time and time again as you self-reflect. Exploring the Chiron in your chart can be crucial. It can help you get into the mindset of where do I expect the world to be against me? Where do I have this existential wound? Because it's a very deep wound of not feeling enough. When you start to question this and get the medicine in the zodiac sign as well, then you can start to transcend the Chiron placement and get into the feeling of all is one. We're all in this together. Every time you catch it, you can respond differently. Instead of taking it personally and seeing that maybe you're projecting, you can take responsibility and realize what's happening, and then you can decide to respond differently. And this is how we grow. Chiron can be seen as your inner child, but it's not just the inner child. It's a bit more. And also, you know, the archetype of the wounded healer. This can also be said to be your medicine. This is a theme that is so sensitive to you, that you're so energetically bound to this experience and this zodiac. And a zodiac is basically the energetic patterning of a life theme that's so like can translate from person to person, so that we can all like feel into it and feel the resonance. And when you understand the zodiac deeper, to another level, another layer, you understand it also in your own life. And when you understand it in your own life, you can start to work with it. It's really brilliant, like the language of astrology. It gives us so much. And it can always be deepened. If we just stay in the inner child, if we just stay in the sensitive energy, we will most likely forever be Peter Pan. We will never learn to take responsibility for our life. We want to take back the awareness around this topic, around this trigger, and respond differently. Transcend it so that we can really be the wounded healer and then teach other people that come after us. I, for example, have Chiron in Virgo, and I do have a mind that has been very infiltrated with perfectionism and self-criticism. And my journey is really focused on mind-body connection and realizing how much the mind affects the body, and health is my like big theme in life. So it really is for me like exploring the Chiron, since also my Chiron is conjunct with my MC. It also is like my face outward and my career choice that I've really like unfolded and came into, that I feel like this is my calling. So it can really be that. And for that reason, the Chiron being the wounded healer, it doesn't have to be your work, it can just be how you affect other people. Because you're so sensitive in that energetic patterning of the zodiac sign that you tend to just heal other people by living your life. And if you don't heal that aspect in other people, you will affect that or awaken that zodiac sign in other people. And this is how we affect all around us. This is why we're all one. Exploring the Chiron is also a way to clean up the separation between the ego and the all is one. You want to be more in that energy, because we're not supposed to be just in separation. We have a nourishment that happens to our soul when we feel tapped into the collective unconscious. And this is what we're needing in order to feel a definite safety in our life, in our world. If you do want personalized support, I do offer readings down below. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.